Oh, my bad. Nah, I'm just playing, guys. It ain't even open. So, what we are doing tonight... Oh, I'm Tyler with Outdoors in the Bluegrass, by the way. Sure, most of you already know that, but what we're going to do tonight is wage our first battle against the sluggish invaders of my garden. And how we're going to do that is we took a couple tips. Oh, man, thank you all so much for responding to our post and giving us some suggestions on how to take care of this little pesky invasion of our garden here. And I decided to pick two options. There's no rhyme or reason why I picked them. Honestly, there probably is, probably because it was the two easiest and fun, entertaining options that I could come up with. Well, that you came up with and that I came up with to choose. But either way, got our beer. I'm sure I've violated some form of Facebook terms and conditions at this point already, but hell, we're already that far in. Let's just keep going. So what I'm going to do is I got a lot of cheap, crappy beer that I wouldn't drink. Trust me. I don't know. My younger days, maybe. I'm going to pour it down the hole, like one gentleman suggested, and I'm going to pour quite a few of them down that hole and see exactly what happens. And then I've got iodized salt. I'm going to put a ring around the tree. A lot of people said don't pour the salt down in the tree. It could actually hurt the tree, so definitely not going to be doing that. Don't sprinkle it in the garden. It can hurt your plants. You know, I thought about putting rings around the plants. I think if any of them escape El Beer here, then we're going to start getting them with the salt if they make it through. Now, I wanted to go ahead and get this done before they started coming out the hole, but you can't see it yet. There is a little booger starting to make his way out of that hole, so we need to wage war fast. The flags are masked. I can't come up with any terms. It's just, let's bunker hill, let's storm the caverns. I don't know. We're going to wage war, so stay with us. I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff taken care of. We're going to put this beer in here. We're going to put a circle around the tree of some salt, and then we're going to come back and check the tree in the garden later when it gets dark and see exactly how well our first battle against the sluggish invasion is taken. Thank y'all so much. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, Kentucky, we are back. And I don't have some great news. We did get the beer poured into the tree. Got that taken care of. Got all of it poured in there. Big party foul, I guess you could call it. But it was our first wave of attack against the sluggish invasion, okay? The next thing I did was pour a salt ring around the bottom of the tree in the event that the beer doesn't take care of them. Hopefully that will keep them from leaving this vicinity and hopefully take care of a few of the population as well. Problem is that now that I'm looking down in here, there's already quite a few. In fact, this guy right here, you probably can't see from that angle on the camera. They're climbing up the backside of it. They're climbing out of the hole. So I don't know if it wasn't enough beer or it just wasn't going to work. I mean, I think you got to drown them. So the next step, if all this doesn't work, wave 2, because just because you lose the battle doesn't mean you've lost the war. Wave 2 will probably start burying some cups and drowning them. And then if that doesn't work, we'll go to the more expensive and hard laboring route and go buy some of that bait that you can buy at Tractor Supply. So hang with us. We're going to see what these guys do, and then we'll try to take some a night attack to them. I got a little bit of salt left. We'll take a couple out. You know, we might go down, but we're going to go down swinging tonight. That's right, and then we're going to win the war. Thank you all so much again for your suggestions. We'll talk to you very soon once the sun sets below the horizon. All right, everybody, we're back. And the sun has not completely set, but for the most part it's set. It's dark enough to where I got to break out the lights for the cameras, all right? But I told you earlier, the beer didn't work, man. They're still piling out of this thing left and right. I'm sure you can see them. I'll get you some close-up shots so you can see them. But I mean, they're still piling out of this thing 10 at a time, and they just keep on coming. I mean, in the hundreds. So the good news is that the salt ring is working. That's right. The salt ring is working. I mean, as soon as they get remotely close to it, they don't even have to get to the bulk of the salt line. They back up immediately and jet. They're not going past the salt lines. Now, is that going to hold all night? Hold the line! I don't know. What I do know is this is just temporary, and I believe we have won the battle for tonight. Now, if we've won the battle for tonight, that's fantastic, but we still need to win the war. We got to eradicate these things because this salt line's not going to stay here forever. But again, so thank you all for the suggestions. It helped me get through the night. We're going to take another wave of attack and see if we can eradicate these boogers. This has been a lot of fun just out in our backyard. It's been silly, but at the same time, I'm learning, and I hope there's some other people who are going to be learning as well. because this sucks for a garden. I'm telling you that right now. So you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we will continue with this and see if we can get these things taken care of permanently and learn y'all a little something. Again, have a good night. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.